Buenas tardes.
Hello, everyone.
Para mí es un gusto compartir mi testimonio con ustedes.
It is a pleasure for me to share my testimony with you all.
Conozco a Dios desde los 16 años
I met Jesus when I was 16 years old,
y Él ha cambiado mi vida en todo este proceso.
and He's changed my life all over this since I started this process.
Dios a través de los niños
Through children, God
cambiado mi vida, mi personalidad.
God used children to change my personality. He changed my life.
Yo era una persona que no me gustaba hablar ni interactuar con las personas.
I didn't like to speak with others. I didn't like to interact with other people prior to that.
Pero cuando llego a la iglesia, lo primero que me dicen es trabaja con niños.
But when I first started going to church, the pastor told me you have to work with the kids.
Y yo le digo, no me
And
gustan
I
los
told him,
niños.
no, I don't like kids.
Pero él me dijo, intente porque no tengo nadie quien...
But the pastor told me, will you please try? Because I don't have somebody else to help me with the kids.
Y mi intento de estar con los niños se volvió en 4 años de ministerio en Guatemala.
And that attempt of working with the kids became 4 years of full ministry with children in Guatemala.
En mi adolescencia yo entré en un proceso de depresión
Back then, I went through a process of depression
por problemas
because of
familiares.
family problems that my family went through.
Y Dios también obra a través de ello,
And God worked throughout it
ya que me empieza a sacar de casa para sanar mi corazón.
because He took me out of my house to heal my heart.
Y lo hace a través del servicio.
And He did it through service.
Entonces, mi iglesia en Guatemala
So my church in
me
Guatemala
envía para el Semisud a estudiar
sent me to Semisud in Ecuador to study.
con el fin de que yo regrese a enseñar a los pastores temas bíblicos.
So I would go back to Guatemala when I finished and teach pastors and do the things related to the Bible study.
Cabe destacar que cuando pasé por mi proceso de depresión,
And it's important to mention that when I had depression,
muchas personas me decían, Dios tiene algo grande para
many
ti".
people will tell me, God has something great for you.
Y tuve un sueño donde vi a Semisud,
And I had a dream when I saw Semisud,
pero aún no sabía el plan de Dios.
but I didn't know the plan of God.
Al venir a Semisud vengo a Agua Viva.
So when I started Semisud, I was immediately connected with Agua Viva, the campus here, the M25 campus.
Y ahí Dios conecta nuevamente mi ministerio con la
And
niñez.
that's when God connected again my ministry with children.
A pesar de que me dieron la oportunidad de ir a otras iglesias y lugares de Ecuador,
Regardless of the different opportunities of ministering and serving in other areas of Ecuador,
yo me enamoré del proyecto, de todo lo que hace.
I fell in
Guatemala,
love with everything that was going on here, with all the programs here.
y decidí quedarme aquí hasta regresar.
So I decided to stay here until I will come back to my country.
Ya estoy finalizando mi proceso de estudios.
And I'm finishing Semisud, my time in Semisud,
Ya gradué el 29 de junio.
and I will graduate from Semisud in June 29th.
Y bueno, el año pasado fui a Guatemala,
And last year when I went to Guatemala,
volví a ver mi iglesia.
I saw my church again.
Y Agua Viva sembró en mí el querer darle a los niños un lugar mejor para
And the
ser
M25
atendidos.
bug caught me, and that really inspired me to go back and do something for my local church.
Ayudar a los niños de mi comunidad,
To help the children in my community,
incluso a todas las familias de mi comunidad.
even all the families in my community.
Yo digo, todo lo que Agua Viva hace es necesario en Guatemala.
And I just thought that everything that M25 was doing, it's needed also in Guatemala.
Actualmente,
Today,
mis autoridades en Guatemala
today, the educational leaders of Guatemala,
han visto mi testimonio, todo lo que yo he aprendido, todo lo que hago.
they have seen my testimony, my ministry, and all the education that I've acquired over the years.
Y ellos me dicen, Guatemala te necesita, regresa.
And they told me a few months ago, Guatemala needs you, please come back.
Me hablaron para ser coordinadora territorial de educación cristiana y ministerio infantil.
I was invited to become the district leader of education for Christian education and children's ministry.
Wow. Educación cristiana se encarga de diseñar, producir los materiales que se imparten en todas las iglesias en Guatemala. Guatemala.
So the Christian Education Department is in charge of developing and creating all the resources available to the church in Guatemala to be used.
Y el ministerio infantil obviamente dirigir a los niños de las iglesias.
And with children's ministry, I will be able to make an impact on the local children's ministry in every church.
Entonces de esta manera yo veo como Dios me dice,
And I see that God is now telling me
lo que tú querías hacer en tu iglesia local,
what you wanted to do in your local church.
hoy lo puedes hacer en 600 iglesias
You are not able to do this in 600 churches nationwide
e impactar las 4,000 iglesias de Guatemala.
and bring an impact in the 4,000 churches across Guatemala.
Entonces he amado el proyecto,
So I fell in love. I love I-25.
ha cambiado mi vida,
It's changed my life.
ha cambiado mi familia
It's changed my family.
y quiero compartir eso en mi país.
And I want to share this with others. ¿Cuánta gente de tu iglesia la que